Greetings, salutations. If you hear any thunder, it's about to rain. I had to come up to Walmart and get some prescriptions, and yep, haven't used a cane, and I don't think that's a one-off thing. I think that's gonna be the new norm. It's been bothering more and more over the last couple of weeks, but today I was doing laundry and I bent over to get some stuff out of the dryer and I could not stand back up straight. It kind of locked up a little bit, or yeah, locked up. So it's the getting up and bending over part that's the problem. Like if I sit in a chair and I go to get up, when I go to stand up, I can't stand up straight. I stand up and I lean forward because my back won't straighten out, so I have to have the cane to help me push up so I can stand up. It's not so much the walking, though. I'm not gonna lie, there's been a few times where I hadn't had the cane and I went to the store, and if I wasn't holding on to the grocery cart, I probably would have gone down. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be the norm. It's not a pride thing for me, because I'd rather still go out and do some things and have a cane than sit home. But the problem is using a cane. If you've never used a cane for a long distance, I have to park here. Walmart's down there. I'm halfway up a parking lot of Walmart because all the handicap spots are filled because it's afternoon. Plus my Walmart is under construction, so another part of the parking lot is completely enclosed because they're adding on or something, I don't know. So walking from halfway through a Walmart parking lot, and everybody knows, and this is a super Walmart. This thing is huge. Halfway down to get into the pharmacy and halfway back, my arm is killing me because I'm using the cane, and my back is screaming. So, you know, I really thought 2020 was a rough year, but 2021 is throwing a lot at me. For those of you who watched the last video there, things haven't really changed so much with Mom. She's still got issues. It's never going to get better anyway. It's not one of those things that gets better. It just progressively gets worse, which is sad. And it's taken a lot of energy to stay positive, and I haven't got much energy, as I explained in the last video. And now with her and then this is really taking a lot out of me. I was doing pretty good today. I was feeling all right. Hadn't been doing much. I was actually thinking of rearranging my room a little bit, but I'm thinking that may have to hold off for a little while as well. Moving furniture and stuff is probably going to do me in a bad way, and I got to be able to drive and run errands and stuff for the folks. So I guess that's going on the back burner for a little while. I did get the radio I was telling you guys about. I just haven't had, what's the word I want, inspiration enough to make a video. But I'm sitting here kind of catching my breath a little bit, and thought I'd make a video, let you know what's going on, and let you know I'm still alive. I don't know how these videos are going to be going from here on out. It's going to depend a lot on what's going on with Mom and Dad, and a lot of it's going to do with the back. The back is really an issue now. I'm having a lot of problems getting things done that I want to do. It's kind of frustrating. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, you get older, things happen. You just got to roll the punches. But it makes it hard to do anything because of where it's located so low in the back, that it's making me have to rethink everything I do. I have to give everything extra thought, something you wouldn't think about. Like when I get ready to stand up out of a chair, I've got to make sure that I'm going to be able to do it without going headlong into the wall. So it kind of sucks a little bit, I'm not going to lie, but hey, I'm still here. I got real sick. I went and got the first injection for the COVID, and I did actually good with that one. The arm was real sore for like 3 days, but I kind of got a slightly runny stomach from it for a day and a half, and then I was fine. And about 5 days after getting the shot, 5 days? Yeah, about 5 days after, I got terrible diarrhea. It was ridiculous. I've never had it that bad in my life, and I do not think it was from the shot. I don't know what was going on with that, and I'm still having some issues now. I don't know if something's changed. Maybe I take meds, but I don't take a lot of meds. I mean, I take some meds. I take heart pills. I take I I can't even remember all the pills I take. But more than half the pills I take are like vitamins. Like I take iron, I take, what's the other one I take? Fish oils, I take a multivitamin, I take a lot of added stuff. So I thought the only thing I can seem to get to work for pain for my back is Tylenol. And the problem if you take Tylenol every day is you will build up an immunity to it. It won't work as well. And after I got sick, I didn't eat for like 40 hours. I only drank fluids. And after that, I said to myself, something's going on. And I said, well, maybe it's because I'm taking a lot of pills, but maybe it's the Tylenol, because I was taking up to 6 Tylenols a day, which is 3,000 milligrams almost every day, 7 days a week. And it's not helping with the back pain much. It's just keeping it at a level where I'm not in excruciating pain. So I said, well, let me cut those out. So I cut those out for the last couple of days. I've been, trying to keep it down to just 2, maybe 4, like 2 in the morning and 2 at night. But I've been really not doing much physically, so I figured there's no need to take them unless I really need to. And I've actually felt a little bit better, so I think it was probably just a little too many pills. So I'm hoping that's what it was. But I can tell you one thing. When I went and saw my doctor last time and I got that shot, I had 4 days with no pain, and then it faded off. I think it only lasted maybe 8-9 days altogether before I was back to the pain levels. When I go see her again, we're going to discuss that shot, and I'm going to say, hey, that may not be a long-term permanent fix, but when I see her every 3 months, I think we need to schedule getting that in there, because it gives me 3 to 4 days where I can actually accomplish something. And if I can do that, then, the other almost 3 months in between visits, I'll just have to deal with it the best I can. But at least I'm getting something. I can get a couple days. Plus sleeping is the other thing. I sleep really good after I got that shot for like 3 nights. I mean, I slept great. I don't sleep great now. I sleep better than I used to, though. But by the time I go to bed, my back is so tired, and I just want to stretch out, that anything is better than nothing. And, I'm doing all right with the sleep, but the back itself has definitely changed. And I know she's going to say you got to get MRI, but MRIs are expensive, and I don't have that kind of money. So I've got to do what I can do to deal with it. And like when the pain gets too bad, I'll take the Tylenol. But today, when I go to bed, I will take Tylenol, because that walking in and walking back, and then having that incident with my back locked up has really, I can feel it right now. My back is right up there. On a pain level, we're banging on a 7.5 out of 10, closing in on an 8. We get to 8, Mike stops doing stuff. I don't do anything once my back reaches 8, because it's impossible to do anything, and it just frustrates you. And anybody that's got any kind of health issues or is getting old will tell you, it's mental. A lot of it is mental. You have to be able to just take yourself out of the moment and say, listen, this is just one day, this is just 1 hour. You got to do that. And that's what I'm trying to do more of. When I feel good, I try to get things done. I try to pace myself. I pace things out more. I don't do a whole bunch in one day. I try to do a little bit each day, just so I don't wreck my back, and then I'm sitting around for 3 days trying to recover. And I know a lot of you guys who are younger and stuff, you could care less about all this, but people my age and older, you understand what I'm saying. It comes down to finding a balance of getting what you want to do done to what you know you can get done, and not overdoing. And there's so many more things in life I'd love to do, but if I try to push myself, I literally end up like stretched out in my bed or in my chair for like 2 or 3 days, and I get nothing done. And there's nothing worse when you feel terrible and you're in pain to have yourself mentally think you're failing, because that just makes it all the worst. So I got to pace myself and do a better job of that. And like I said, today I'm feeling worse, but I got the cane, and I'm just going to have to accept the fact that from here on out, I got to take it with me. I might be feeling great, but if I get all the way in there and then halfway back and my leg starts to give out because the nerve in the back gets pinched, or I start to get a little lightheaded, which I have been having a few times where I stand up and then for like 2 minutes I'll be a little lightheaded, and it usually clears up. But if that happens while you're walking and there's, you're in the middle of the parking lot, you're going face down into the concrete, and that's not going to be good for anybody. Ain't nobody going to be happy about Mike laying face down in the dirty parking lot of Walmart. So, like I said, that's just part of what I've got to accept as my reality now. Is I gotta keep that cane with me. But that's okay. I mean, I ain't upset about that. And heck, if it gets too bad, I'll start taking them carts, man. When I first had my heart stent put in, when I first got home, they said you really got to be careful. You can't overdo. And I had to go to Publix, and I used one of those carts. I think I did it twice. I got no problem using one of those. I'd love to have my own. I'd customize the heck out of that thing. Strap on some skulls and some flames, and, I'd be beeping my horn. Excuse me, coming through. But, I'm doing what I can. The beard is growing in something fierce, but so's the hair. I gotta get rid of the hair. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I didn't mean to go off on a rant like that, but I've been meaning to make a video. I just had to get mentally there. I was having a real tough time there since the last video, and I'm, like I said, I'm kind of got myself in a little better headspace now, and that's obviously going to be important because I'm going to have to be fighting this more on the mental level than I realized. And I want to get home here before it rains too hard. It's just a big dark cloud. I don't think it's going to rain, but Florida, man, the weather is crazy here. It literally can pour, rain, come down, look like a monsoon, and then 10 minutes later, the sun will come out, and it's just like you're on the face of the sun. It is ridiculous. I do miss the better weather up in Maine. I won't lie. But anyway, I hope you're all doing well, and I appreciate you watching this. I know my subscriber count has gone down by about 150 or so, and I think a lot of it's got to do with the lack of videos and the fact that my videos haven't been the same as they were the last couple of years. But vlogging is what I started this channel with, and that's probably the majority of what the videos are going to be from here on out. So, alright, appreciate you watching. We'll catch you later.